Good morning. Welcome to day 162. Been on the trail for, I don't know, maybe 3 hours, something like that. And came around a bend and I'm like, what's that? That's the Lake Marina Reservoir, which is where I hope to get tonight, and that is about 20 miles from the Mexican border, from the PCT terminus. So the end is not in sight, but you can see it from there anyway. Not sure where the terminus is with respect to those line of mountains in the distance. I couldn't tell you. It's I-8 in the distance. Cars rushing along it. Getting south. It's the I-8. Gonna be going under it here. Following this, I think it's Kitchen Creek. I'll get some water here at a campground that has a spigot. These pipe gates, this isn't the most common design, but pipe gates are very, very common in California, and I would say on the PCT in general. The gates on the CDT are almost always made on site just from some wood, kind of sticks and barbed wire, and that's it. Almost never see pipe gates in the Rockies. Okay, looking for this campground. I don't know if I've recorded this or not in the last couple days, but in case I haven't, I should. This through hike is different. It's just been different in so many ways. So let me back up. 15 years ago, I completed the last section of the AT that I had begun when I was 20 years old. It took me 32 years to finish the AT in sections. And I did it at Mount Katahdin, and we had our little whoop-de-doo moment up on the peak. I got halfway down and I wanted to fall asleep because it was such an emotional release that had nagged me for 32 years, that I've been working on for 32 years. I mean, it was very, very profound. It was one of the 5 things I had put down on my written bucket list, and it was the last one completed. So very emotional. In 2019, when I did my dual through hikes, the AT was the first one I completed. And when I went up to the summit, I thought I was going to be pretty blasé about it. It ended up not being blasé. I kind of had a breakdown up there, up on the summit, which was all the more profound because it was unexpected. To do a through hike as opposed to a section hike over 32 years. When I completed the PCT later that year, it was profound because I had completed a dual through hike, I will say that. And that was pretty tough to do that year. How am I going to get across this? Okay, stand by here. It stinks too. Yeah. Okay, stand by. Well, I got through essentially dry shod. I'm not sure how I did that. Part of it was walking on a steel fence pole. Okay. And then when I did the CDT, it was the completion of the Triple Crown. So that was pretty emotional too. And that was tough. And I completed that in Glacier, which is just, drop dead, gorgeous, stunning. Had some challenging weather, going over some of the high passes. Made it seem like a real crescendo, a finale. This through hike seems more just like hiking for 5 months, or 5 months and a little bit. Part of it is the direction. Southbound would be different than northbound. Northbound, you end in the North Cascades. You're building up dramatic terrain, tough. This is not tough hiking. And it's just going to kind of end, which feels very strange. I booked my flight home this morning. Been in contact with a couple people that I want to see in San Diego. But it's going to be more like I just go to the border, and I'm not sure what I'm going to be thinking and feeling. And the other thing is, for the AT, when you go northbound and you come down from Mount Katahdin, okay, so that's several miles before you're at the closest road, and then you're still long. I don't know how far it is into Millinocket, let's say 15 miles or something like that by road. But you're still out in the boonies of northern Maine. When you end in Glacier Park on the CDT, you have to backtrack a couple days. And I kind of extended that, as I recall, because I wanted to take those days as reflection. And now I find, I tell myself, you're not going to have that this time. You're going to get picked up at the border on Tuesday morning, and 45 minutes later, you're going to be in San Diego. after touching the monument. I know when I completed the dual through hike and also the CDT, I composed long, heartfelt, really heartfelt videos, half hour, an hour long. On CDT, it might have been even longer. I got to do that now. I'm going to be in civilization and the noise and bustle, and what do I need to do, and getting ready for the flight, and meeting friends. You know, typical urban experience. Nothing awful there. So I need to do all my reflecting before I get to the monument. And the second thing is, this is another through hike of the PCT. So I just sort of like did it again. Yeah, I did it in a different direction. Okay. It doesn't seem like much of a... This is heartfelt. I really don't think this was much of a big deal for me. I don't think this was much of an accomplishment. It doesn't feel that way. It just, like I said, it just felt like I went out and, I've been hiking for, 5 months and a bit. Yeah. It's strange. It's strange. People have asked me already, several, about the there's a hunter over there with a shotgun. Have asked me about readjusting the post through hike blues. It's so common, it's a cliche. I don't know that I'm really going to have that. And the more that I've done, sort of the less that there has been of that. It's just sort of like, okay, I go home and I get into a pattern of cooking and doing Sudokus and crossword puzzles. Nothing terribly exciting. Yeah. This is good hiking, though. This is very easy. It's just, I'm just over this broad meadow. There's some sort of road off to my right, dirt road, not much traffic. Might go into the Lake Marina State Park. Yeah. Okay. I may have recorded similar thoughts a couple days ago. I'm gonna have to check my library. I've kind of forgotten what I've recorded and what I haven't. Sorry.